Today I'm going to be focusing on the rib cage. The reason that I love doing the rib cage is that because most people are very tight in their rib cage on one side. Think about a few things throughout your daily life. Think about how you reach behind you. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Whatever you are is typically the direction that you're going to twist most often throughout your day. When you do that, you have very easy flow on one side that makes the movement seem natural, but then just try it to the other side. It's almost like you have to go through different steps, almost like you're getting prepared to swing a golf club. Almost have to take the ribs in and then pull them back to create the same movement to the side. So when that happens, that restriction on one side and then the more lax movement on the other side causes the spine to do kind of a little twistaroo, and then that can stay with you always. This is going to help you open up that rib cage so that you have better function and movement in your body on both sides. Don't let it be like a zigzag where you have really, really tight, on one side of the rib cage here, and then on the other side of the shoulder blade you have issues of tightness or trigger points, and then the other side of the neck. The rib cage, I think, could be a key to really letting your body have more fluid, more natural movement. So let's begin. Let's get going. First, take a seat somewhere comfortable and take a moment to settle your body weight distribution even on both sides. I like to do this. It works the nervous system, so you take a moment to integrate that nervous system energy flow throughout your body all the way down to your legs, your toes, and all the way out to your fingers. So just notice right now if you feel the ribs are shifting in one direction rather than the other. Mine shift here. That's my open door or my pocket, so I'll have to literally adjust, even though this doesn't feel as natural, but to find as much symmetry as possible to begin. Excellent. When we're working the fascia, we have to activate the muscles, activate shortened muscles. Let's begin on one side. I'm going to focus on this side, so you'll pick your side of choice to begin, and then you're going to make, bring your elbow down and kind of make a fist with your hand here, just at the side of your body, and then lower that elbow down, shortening the area right here. Next, what I want you to do is activate as if your elbow and your hip want to touch like this. So you're feeling that activation, but you're not actually going to touch. You're just going to kind of hold and activate the muscles in your belly here. Once you have those obliques and the side rib cage muscles, intercostals engaged, keep activating this area as this arm is now going to open up, reach up, and your hip is going to drop down to the floor. So you're creating that opposition here. Other hand down on the ground, press it into the ground, and open it up. Hold that for 3, 2, 1. Draw your elbow down, activate your side body. Keep activating it. You have to make it work more just by thinking about it. Drop that hip down as this arm goes up. Bring it back down. Activate, feeling that contraction. Keep it, keep it, keep it. I'm literally firing it the whole time. Reach it up, press into the hand on the floor. Create your base. Back down again. Contract your side body here. Even lift your hip up if you want to, a little bit there. And then drop your hip down as your arm reaches up. Press into the floor, open it up. Holding 5, breathe in 4. Keep dropping the opposite down as the arm reaches up. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, moving to the other side. Drop that elbow down, make your fist. All right, get everything situated. Tilt gently to the side. Activate your side body, so you're getting your obliques here, your intercostals throughout your rib cage. This hip is reaching up, shortening towards that elbow. Activate, keep it activated. Take this first one slow, firing through here, firing, firing, firing. Reach that arm up, drop that hip down, hand goes to the floor, and open that opposition. You're firing here, but you're creating that opposition of this hip down, this arm up. Back down again. Activate, squeeze. Keep firing. Go slow if you need to, so you're able to feel that contraction the whole time. And reach it up, drop that hip down, breathe, and back down. Contract, fire. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Your body's creating movement as you're contracting the muscles. One more time, bring it down. Contract, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Drop this hip down, reach that one up. 3, 2, and 1. Release. All right, that was the warm-up. Getting into the next one. This one's a reach through. It comes in different parts, and so stay with me. I'll save this video so you'll be able to go back to it to look at anything that you might have missed or any cues that didn't quite make sense to you. So feel free to watch me in the first one too, and then join in. In yoga, there's a pose that people do often where you take one arm and you reach it through like this, and you bring the cheek down, elbow up like this. And that one's meant to kind of stretch this shoulder area a little bit and get a little twist through the spine. We're going to turn it into a fascia rib cage opener. All right, so let me talk you through it. The initiation of your position is where you want to start. And then we're going to activate and move in the opposite direction. All right, so down on the hands and knees. Knees are apart to give you a little bit more surface area to work with. And then you're over your hands. Take one arm and you're going to slide it through, but don't bring it down to the ground. So you're not going to go all the way down. You're going to stay up a little bit like this. This arm is strong and it's a base. And then you want to take the other hand, palm up, so the back of the hand is touching the ground. My body then shifted a little bit more to where my hands are, and that's okay. You don't want to try to like stay over here. You can go with them because our movement's going to happen in the opposite direction. All right, so we want this to be about the ribs. All right, so there's 2 things you want to think about. Pressing both hands down into the ground. Just feel where you feel that. Just do that alone. You might feel some activation in the rib cage, maybe in the shoulder of the palm that's up. Now movement, you're going to drop down towards the floor. You're pressing both hands down into the ground the whole time. And then after you go to the side, pull back. Ooh, I'm stuck on this side, so you're not going to see much movement here. And back up. All right, pressing down, feeling activation throughout rib cage, shoulder. Roll it down and pull it back, creating that full fascia stretch throughout that whole rib cage. This is intense. If it feels like too much, ease off your resistance. Just do a little bit. You're still going to do benefit by even a little bit of muscle contraction or less range of motion. All right, everyone ready? I see people joining. I'm excited to see you. Thank you for watching today. Here we go. Knees apart, feet together. Take one arm and slide it part way through towards the opposite side. Body is over the hands. Press both hands into the floor, but don't move yet. Notice where you feel it. Feel it in the shoulder of the palm that's up and in the rib cage. Now start to slowly pull your body to the side using your legs as leverage and back. So you're rolling down and pulling back at the same time. Ooh. Back up and over. Add your resistance again and then start that movement. Your head's just gently going to look at your hands to keep a neutral neck position. Pull the hips back, push into the hands. Whew. Back up. Activate. Keep your eyes on your hands, gently looking at them. Press those hands down into the ground. Pull away to the side and back. Up again. Here we go. 3 more. Ooh. 3. Sorry about my audio. I realized I just forgot my mic. Pull it away. 2. Go a little bit more. Push a little bit more. One more time. Pull. Hands are pressing the whole time. Roll it down. Pull it back in the opposite direction of your hands. Okay, take a seat for a second. Oh. I can breathe a little bit easier. You know, getting stuck on one side, almost every day I feel like I have to kind of lift my rib cage, my ribs off each other. They get so bound down. If that's the case, this is a great one to do every day for a while to just kind of like get yourself kind of worked out, get those kinks worked out a little bit. Let's move to the other side. Find your setup first. Back is flat, chin tuck, and you're on your hands nice and strong. Take the hand that you haven't done, or the side you haven't done yet, and you're going to do palm up, Back of the hand touches the floor, other hand presses down, your body is over towards your hands. Get those legs ready to move and groove. Press both hands down. Slowly start to roll the shoulder down and then pull your hips back in the opposite direction. Totally different on this side. Maybe you started first on your easy side, maybe a hard side, but typically it feels different. If you're feeling really a difference on both sides, drop me a line. I'd love to know if you experienced that too. Push both hands down, roll it down, and pull it back. Ooh, try to get a little bit deeper in it. Keeping your eyes on your hands. Over the hands, press them down, roll it to the side. Breathing, reach it back. Ooh, let's do 2 more. Press it down. You can go at your own pace or you can go with me. Pull it away, press that hand down. I'm getting this shoulder all the way down. I didn't on the other side. It's different. And back down. Okay, take a seat. All right. Take a moment and just take your fingertips to your ribs. Ideally, you should be able to take your fingertips and just kind of slide them under the ridge of your rib cage here. Some things you might be experiencing that you're not able to comfortably get your fingertips underneath might be hard to talk and do it at the same time like I'm doing. What I experience is easy to grab on one side. The other side, it's like a thick, dense tissue, connective tissue, scar tissue, that's literally holding my rib cage down. And what that means is that when I'm breathing, I'm not expanding into that side because it's bound down. And that fascia stretch that we just did can be really helpful for the ribs in general, but it's not going to get really breaking up that scar tissue. But you can also just manually use your hands. And once you kind of find an area that's dense or tight, kind of round down into it, hold that there, and then slowly start to lift up out of it. I'm literally making this one up right in this moment. But it's the same concept. You know, you take the shortened area, you add compression, activation, and then movement in the opposite direction. And I'm sliding my hands down a little bit and lifting up. Let's do that again. This feels good. Find your area that might feel dense. If you don't have one, just in general, just kind of grab a hold of the rib cage and find, once you have it, round forward gently into it to shorten. Hold it tight, hold it strong, and slowly start to come up and away from it, opening up that rib cage slightly. Good. All right. There you go. A little rib cage opener. Can be kind of intense, that reach through one, but it feels good while you're executing it. It's a great one to add to your routine because it really does get this fascia. Think of this fascia is like saran wrap, holding your ribs tight, and if it's bound up and tight and crunched up on one side, it's going to inhibit your movement, right? And then other things can come up that are disruptive in your body patterns as well. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for the sport. I'm so pumped. It's just been so fun to see the community growing and people out there trying fascia. So catch me on my website. There's a link in my bio. I have a course there, an introduction. I do have a course on dailyohm.com as well, which has just been crushing it. And then there's another course coming soon for the neck and shoulders and all the things that we hold tight up there. So more and more to come. This is just so much fun. Thank you, and happy holidays. And stay tuned. You might have a sneak peek at a little live class on Christmas Eve. So thanks, guys. Have a great day, and I'll be catching you soon with more videos.